happy 4th of July week. I know 4th of July is one day, hence the name, but it is my favorite holiday of the entire year, my favorite day just in general. So that brings us to what we're making today is a Mexican slaw dip. Super, super simple and easy, very refreshing, especially with it being hot out. This literally comes together in about 5 minutes. So let's just dive right into the ingredients. Seriously, this might be the easiest dip or recipe in general that I've shared yet. So quite simply, we've just got a bag of slaw, some cabbage. I like the carrots in it, but get whatever you like. I have here a bag. I have an extra bag in the fridge. We might need it, might not. Sometimes it's like a bag and a half that I use. But then just some Southwest corn. I normally just always get the size like this can of black beans, but I could not find it. So we're just gonna have a little extra corn. Got 2 cans there, but then just some plain old black beans, 1 red bell pepper diced up. I diced this myself, but you can get it already diced at the store if you just want to save yourself a little time. You guys know I love spice. So 2 jalapenos. I normally use 2 to 3 jalapenos, but if you want to just start with 1, you can do that. And then, of course, some cilantro. These 2 are like a magical duo for everything. I'm not going to use all that cilantro, probably around like 3/4 cup to a half cup, maybe more. I love cilantro. It's kind of a preference. You can be very flexible with this recipe. But then other than that, we've just got some sour cream. I know this says yogurt, but if you guys have noticed the theme, this is literally my new sour cream. It's whole milk Greek yogurt, and I swear to you, it tastes exactly like sour cream. Over my dead body would I eat this plain because it's disgusting, but it tastes exactly like sour cream. So if you want something healthier in place of sour cream, use this. If not, sour cream. That's how we've always made this recipe. And then just some mayo. I'm using avocado oil mayo. And then 1 full packet of some taco seasoning mix. I'm using the Mrs. Dash kind. Now, this is the only taco seasoning blend I know that doesn't have salt in it. So we will also salt this just at the end. But if you're using any other taco seasoning packet, I would try it first before you end up salting it, because you don't want it to be too salty. That'd be gross, especially too because we're dipping chips in this. So it's fine, that fell over. And then we just got a lime. So easy peasy. We're basically gonna mix these things first and then throw everything else in together after we drain the corn and the beans. Like, it's literally on my shoes and everything. It never fails when I go to record. So I have a feud with cans. I freaking hate opening cans with all my being, and the black beans legit spill all over me. So I'm not even gonna change. It just is what it is. So it's really not that complicated of a recipe. I hope that doesn't deter you guys. But the mix here, we're just gonna do some sour cream. Start with like a half cup of sour cream, and then I'm not really measuring because it's not that intense, guys. So then some mayo, do half that amount. So 1/4 cup, I don't know. You guys know I'm not good with math, numbers, none of the things. So got that, and then an entire packet of taco seasoning, whatever kind you like. All right, we're actually gonna need just a little bit more of the sour cream. I know I'm like double dipping all the things, but I don't use either one of these items for anything other than like a taco seasoning type of dip, so it's fine. Okay, so call it 3/4 cup, and a 1/3 cup of this is what we just did with the taco seasoning. And then the juice of 1 whole lime or half a lime. It depends how big they are. This one's pretty little, so I'm probably gonna use that whole lime. You know, if you guys actually get like a big old bag of limes, that's not the worst idea for the 4th of July. Like, if you're making this dip or any dip with limes in it, guac even, make some mojitos with the extra limes you have laying around, or margaritas. Never can go wrong with either. All right, so this is the little mix we've got going there. Now we're gonna take my mutilated can of black beans and just strain them here with the cans of corn as well. This is so uncomfortable. I'm like straddling the rug because there is black beans everywhere. It's in my hair, clothes, shoes, rug, basically everywhere, but it made it into the bowl, so it's fine. Now I've got that, and then just our red bell pepper, jalapenos. I took most of the seeds out of these jalapenos, but I mean, if you're feeling a little lazy and want to leave them in there, that's totally fine. I honestly don't think it makes it drastically spicy either way. So, cilantro, I always say just eyeball it with cilantro. People have their own preferences when it comes to cilantro, how much they like or don't like. So that is total preference. And this looks good enough just like that. And honestly, you could eat it like that with a chip. But if you put the slaw in it, oh my gosh, it's so refreshing. It's almost like a salad. Sometimes I don't even use chips to dip it. I am, however, saving this for the 4th. What I'm gonna do is just split this in half, put some of the slaw in there so you at least can see what it's supposed to look like. But honestly, this is as easy and quick as this was to throw together. You could prep it like I am right now. Just put the lid on it, let it sit in the fridge for like 4 days. If anything, the flavors get to meld more, so that's even better. But that's what I'm gonna do. And then when it comes for party time, then put the slaw in there. If you put it in there even the night before, the slaw gets watery, it's not as crisp, and it's just not ideal, let's say. So, however, what it should look like is this. I just put some of the slaw in a separate bowl here, mixed it up. And honestly, I think I will put in the recipe to get 2 bags of the slaw because I almost always use a bag and a half to 2 bags because you can kind of stretch it. It depends how much of like the little taco seasoning mix you make, but it goes a long way. It's so good. So here's what it looks like. It's not wet, but not dry either, if that makes any kind of sense. It's almost like a super thick dressing that goes on the slaw, just enough to coat it. You don't want it swimming in there, but it is so refreshing. It smells so good. It's one of our favorite summer dips, but it also is like one of the easiest party appetizers to take with. Now, despite the mess I made, that has never happened before, so definitely not part of the plan. But that, quite simply, is all there is to it. It stays great in the fridge for pretty much that day. Any time past that, you're gambling with it, I'll say that much. But it is so good, so refreshing. Pairs extra well with a nice crisp Miller Lite, but any beer of choice. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I hope you guys have a fabulous 4th of July. I will see you guys next week.